Okay, so today we're going to look at using uh, Adobe Illustrator and bringing a image from the website onto Adobe Illustrator and changing the lines and the fill to options that we can laser cut. Students often have trouble with this because there are a few steps that are important to make sure that we cover so that the project can be laser cut or the image can be cut on the laser cutter. So the first thing we need to do is find an image on the internet that we would like to laser cut. So opening Google, I will look for I don't know, a simple image, maybe a surfing image. Now it's important to find it as a silhouette, so I'll just type in surfing silhouette. Okay, and then images. This one here looks like an image that I might like to cut out, or this one, either or any of these would be fine, for example. Clicking on that and opening the image and playing copy image, going back to Adobe Illustrator and pressing Control V will import the image onto your screen. Now what we have is, bringing this image off the internet, is we're not sure of the colors, and of course the laser cutter only cuts RGB, black, red or blue, and as you can see over here in the fill and stroke boxes, we're unsure of what those colors of this image are. So once we've got it in to our document, we just want to click on the image trace tool, and we get a few different image trace options if we click on the drop down arrow. So we could go to a technical drawing, which didn't work. Pressing Command Z, I can go back. A silhouette, which traces it fine. I'll try sketch start, might give me some cleaner lines, which it has. So there's a few different options that we can choose there. Once we've got that done, we want to click on expand, and that'll put that blue highlighted box around the outside of our image. Now again, we still can't see what the color of this image is. We don't know that it's RGB black, and if it's not RGB black, the laser cutter won't recognize it. And quite often when you bring images in from the internet, they've got extra lines. They've got 2 or 3 outlines around an image, and it's important that we get rid of them also. So clicking on my image, I want to change the well, for starters, I want to get rid of that blue box that's around the outside of my image. So to do that, I'm going to click on the direct selection tool, and hovering over that blue box, I can click on that, and pressing delete twice, remove it. Same with this one. Okay, now I've got no blue box around my image, and I've just got the image itself. Clicking on the image, I want to change the stroke to none. Sorry, the stroke to red, so because I want to cut this image out. If you wanted to etch it on your shape, you'd leave it as you'd change the fill to black, but because I'd like the stroke red, I'm going to change the stroke red. I want to cut this image out and use it as a sticker. I'm going to make it 0.01 because that's the stroke weight that the laser cutter reads, and the fill I'll need to change to none. Okay, now you can see I've got my image, and I'll zoom in a little bit there so you can see it a little bit more clearly. You'll notice, looking closely, that this shape in the middle, in between his legs here, is darker than the rest. What that'll indicate to me is that line in between his legs there is actually 2 lines, and using the direct selection tool, I can click on that shape and pressing delete twice, remove the secondary line. What that does is stops the laser cutter cutting that section twice. If you're unsure of whether it's 2 lines, what you can do is click on it with your direct selection tool and press delete once. If it removes the shape completely, it means that it's only one line there, and that's what you want. So pressing Command Z, we can put that back. Okay, zooming back out. That is essentially now a shape that I could cut out and use for my sticker.